Can you kind of walk me through, I guess, how exactly a nanowire is created using the system?
Yeah, okay. So this is what is called a molecular beam epitaxial system. It is a state-of-the-art equipment, and the entire growth, or the synthesis of these nanowires is carried out in ultra-high vacuum chamber. So ultra-high vacuum means something, the vacuum that you get in the outer atmosphere. So you use the atomic beam of the sources, and you deposit onto a platform which is called the substrate. So in this particular case, it is silicon. And so you deposit all this, and it's done at a very slow speed so that you can manipulate the atoms at an atomic level. So when you do this manipulation in an atomic level, you can change the properties of the material drastically. So really, sky is your limit. Whatever properties you can get, you can really, whatever you can imagine, you can make those devices in the molecular beam epitaxial system. So it's like a prototype. Okay, so really we are working on this photodetector, high performance photodetector using, and so when you go into the nanoscale, and the architecture that we are using is the nanowires. It's like a hair-like. It's almost, as I mentioned, about 1,000th of the dimension of the hair, and so that architecture really allows us to do a lot of engineering, the design, which is inconceivable even in the planar configuration. So that's what we make use of it. Those unique and extraordinary properties that we get in nanowire.
And how long have you guys had this equipment?
Oh, this is a very old equipment, and probably in the whole world, probably this is maybe the only one that's still surviving. Yeah, so we got it in 1994 from Air Force Office of Scientific Research.